Hello, hello, hello. Hey guys, good morning. Joe, my caffeine? My cheers to you. Alright, this video is a fucking month late. So back in August, around the 11th, usually me and my girlfriend, we celebrate our anniversary. Somehow the girlfriend remembers that we started dating around August. I think I remember. But yeah, around the 11th towards the 14th, yeah, we basically went up to an area called Solvang. It's like a 3-4 hour drive from here. Yeah, today is September the 6th, so yeah, I should have made this video a long time ago because I'm probably forgotten a lot of shit, but it's cool. I'm gonna do my best to remember everything I did. So to begin with, I just want to say that my partner in crime, Sarah, she's definitely is my little bundle of joy. Have her moments where she can be a pain in the ass because I'm a pain in the ass at times, but we've been together for 11 years, so it's I'm definitely happy to have her in my life, that's for sure. So that being said, like on a trip towards Solvang, we made like a little stop, right? That way to break up our drive because, you know, it was a long drive. So we went to like some area called Bluffs Nature Preserves. Supposedly it's an area where you can see like sea lions. But, you know, I guess at the time of the year, there wasn't really many, right? So we just walked around just to stretch our legs and all that. But yeah, it was a nice little area. It's a nature preserve area, so it wasn't too much to see. From there, we went to some other area. And it was like a cool little area that was like a beach / campground. So it was like a combination of like people can camp there, go there with your trailers. And then like you can, from there you go to like the beach and like it's really neat. That was like different, right? You have like the ocean and then behind you, you have like the mountains and like it was just like a nice view, right? It wasn't extremely hot that day. It was actually nice. So we walked around and like the thing that kind of got my attention is that there's a lot of like tar areas, right? Like a lot of rock formation. It came from tar. I guess supposedly the history of this place was actually an area where they pumped like asphalt out of like the ground or tar to make asphalt. You know, it used to be like a mining area to, you know, collect that stuff to make, you know, to pave the roads and all that stuff, right? But eventually it just stopped, right? They closed down and they made it to like a beach, right? But when you walk around, because there's still a lot of tar pits that seep through like the sand. The bottom of your feet gets all nasty from the tar, right? So yeah, it was like a nice little area walking around, people with their RVs and all that shit, you know, people just chilling, enjoying their life and all that. So that's something I see myself doing when I get older, that's for sure. So eventually we made it to our hotel reservation. We went to a place, it's called Bolton. It's kind of like right near Solvang. And like, I'll see if I can find a map, but like, there's like an area, Bolton, where it's like in the center of like a lot of little downtown districts, a lot of neighboring like neighborhoods. They're known for having more of a western feel. I don't know, you have like an area, say like Solvang, which is all mainly Dutch oriented, and then like you go to some other area, which I can't remember off the top of my head, is more like western themed. If I remember it, I'll put the name of it somewhere here, right? Like I said, it's been a month, so I fucking forgot most of the shit, but the area we stayed at is called like the Pismo San Anders hotel. Yeah, that was nice. I didn't get much footage of that actually. I don't know why I should have, but it was a nice little area. It's pretty chill. But the first thing we did when we got there is actually there's like an ostrich farm like nearby, which is pretty neat. It was like $5 to get in or something like that. It was very small and it costed like $1 to. And if you want to feed the ostrich or the emus, they give you like a little pan with food, right? It costs like $1 or something. You know, it was pretty inexpensive, right?
Oh, they're so strong!
But yeah, just like a giant like farm full of ostriches and all this stuff. It's just like open area and all that. Yeah, those things are fucking massive. They're very intimidating to be nearby. No, it was fun. Like they just have some weird toes. Like yeah, they're gross. Yeah, it's pretty neat. They know that when you walk up that you have food for them, so they just like have no problem going up to you, right? So yeah, when you feed them, like those things are pretty strong. The pecking, they just like attack like the bowl in your hand, and like yeah, you gotta hold on that thing tight or else they'll take it. But yeah, those things are pretty fun to like feed. Yeah, we kind of like just hung around. The first day that we showed up was basically all we did. It was till the next day we went to a Solvang actually to it was like a 10-minute drive from where we were staying. One of the first areas we walked into was basically like, almost like a Christmas decoration, like a souvenir shop, and like they had just about like you know, a lot of like the common stuff like the nutcrackers and like all the tree lighting stuff and lights and other goodies. It was pretty cool. A lot of nice like decoration for like Christmas that's coming up pretty soon actually, so I'm excited for that. I try to like show her as much as I can from like those stores. Yeah, so shortly after that, we just walked around again. There was a lot of pastry places, that's for sure. I'll see the coffee and your damn Danish cookies and all that shit. Definitely a lot of like good food to like eat. I actually didn't eat much, surprisingly. However, this one area that I got excited to check out was called like the Solvang Spice Merchant area, right? And the cool thing about this place is basically they have a lot of cool like seasoning stuff, right? So you got like your salts, you know, curries, peppers, and all that good stuff, but they come with like a different twist, right? Like say if you want your salt, they usually smoke the salt with like hickory smoke or apple wood or something crazy like that, right? Or they do like some weird combination of like salt with like granulated, you know, say garlic or onion or whatever, right? So the shit that I got was Campfire smoked salt. And this shit is fucking epic. So basically they just get like campfire wood and then they smoke the salt. Let's see if I can show it to you a little bit. Yeah, it's probably dark, you probably can see it. Trying to focus. There you go. You can kind of see it a little bit. Yeah, so it's pretty dark, the salt, right? And like, you smell it does have that campfire smoke. And like, it's also because like from the smoke itself, it has like that, like almost like a bark, I guess you could say. So it's very thick. It's a bit sticky, right? But I use this for some food. Oh man, this is good. Put this on mashed potatoes. It's really, really fucking good. The girlfriend got some other ones. A Moroccan veggie blend. You know, this is red. No, this is more of a curry. Yeah, she likes a curry, so this is more of a curry mix. And another one. This one's called chakalaka. This guy's had like South African blends of onions, coriander, turmeric, ground fenugreek, cardamom, a bunch of other shit I cannot pronounce, but it's all natural, so it's like not like has no preserves or anything like that. Ooh, yeah, that one's strong. This one has more of a heat. We like to cook, so we got a lot of seasonings, right? The best part about like that area is that we actually came across a woman that she works at a, I guess like a, not like necessarily a zoo, but like an area where they foster animals, right? They're sick or whatever. And she actually had a baby kangaroo with her. And like, I guess his name is Joey or Joe, I can't remember. And it was like a baby kangaroo that she had in her pouch. And as you can imagine, my girlfriend lost her shit. She's just like, fucking kangaroo. Yeah, it was pretty cool. We got to pet the guy and like, yeah, she was just like had him in a pouch and like, you know, he was in there. We didn't know until like she was cashing out. And it's just, and like the cashier asked her, oh, what do you have in there? She's like, oh, a kangaroo. We're like, fucking had to look back and like, yeah, sure enough, you got a baby kangaroo there. So that was a highlight for the day of, that's for sure, seeing a baby kangaroo. I've never seen one in person or up that close actually, besides a zoo. Then from there, we just walked around and there was like a cool little antique shop that, you know, you have your antique shops where, you know, shit from the 60s, but this one's actually way fucking old, the 16th century shit. Fucking like, you know, they had like a lot of maybe clocks and they had a lot of clocks. I don't know, that's the thing I noticed the most in these stores. They had a lot of clocks. For some reason, clocks are like sold a lot of that area, but like, you know, the old school like mechanical clocks that, you know, rings a bell at midnight or whatever. Yeah. The cool thing is like they had like one where the old school mechanical music boxes that they have where like there's a bunch of springs and mechanics and all this stuff. We were able to ask one of the employees if they can play it for us, and they were kind enough to like play it for us. Yeah, like they usually have like you're supposed to close them because it helps to muffle the sound, or else it's too piercing, it's too loud. So it didn't sound that great because you're supposed to cover the music box with the lid. But anyways, it was still nice of them that they did that, right? Did some more walking, of course. What else we're gonna do? Walked into a shoe store. Of course, they have those fucking wooden shoes. I forgot what they're called, clocks or glocks. I don't really know what they're called, but yeah, those things are pretty massive. They're not as, it's not as heavy as you think it would be, but I didn't try it on because my feet are gross and I didn't want to like transfer any food bacteria to other people because I'm considerate. But yeah, I don't know. It's, yeah, whatever. Shoot me out of wood. Cool. More walking, souvenir shops, so on and so forth. I don't know. Again, there's a lot of stores that like they sell clocks. I don't know. There's something about clocks in that town that I don't get. But yeah, there's difference. A lot of cool clocks. You know, more bakeries and so on and so forth. We actually came across an area where this is like the Christian Andersen Museum. He's the guy. He wrote the original story for like the Little Mermaid, the little kid story of like the princess that her skin was so delicate or sensitive that she could feel pee underneath like 20 mattresses or whatever. Yeah, he wrote that. So, you know, it was like a little museum based off him. Walked around, checked that out. Pretty cool. However, another highlight, we went to an area called the Solvang Olive Press. Pretty much like they sell like balsamic vinegar and all these kinds of like specialty oils and stuff like that. I like to cook, so I got some interesting shit. This one is the Neapolitan herbs balsamic vinegar. So basically it just has a bunch of like verbs like I don't even fucking know, to be honest. It's nothing sweet. It's not a strong earthy smell to it, but it's very pleasing, like earthy aroma to it, right? And it does add like a good flavor, you know, say like a little crushed like maybe Italian seasoning with some basil, shit like that. You know, it's very good, right? It's nothing like it's nothing sweet, nothing sour, nothing bitter. Just like good seasoning of like herbs that goes with it. I don't know, I really like this stuff. We put this on, we mixed this with our Brussels sprouts. That was really good. But yeah, they had all kinds of cool like seasonings, right? Like they had a lot of cool like oils and vinegars and all the good stuff. Like they had some really good sweet ones that I liked, but it was a bit of a budget. That's what about half the damn store. But they had one where it's like maple, balsamic vinegar, and bacon and all the good stuff, right? There's a lot of good stuff there, right? But I ended up getting this one in the Neapolitan herb one because I just feel like it's the one that I'm gonna find the most use for, right? But yeah, it was a really nice area to check out. So of course, eventually got hungry. We wanted to try out some Dutch-related food, and we actually found a kind of pretty convenient spot that was actually kind of hidden, but it was like very reasonably priced, and like these offered like, you know, Dutch cuisine stuff. So we shared some items. They mainly had like a plate where they had like a bunch of different like sausages, you know, cut up, you know, to try out. They also had like mashed potato or like gravy, which was really good. And they had something that was almost like a Salisbury steak, but it was like made with like a fine meat with an egg on top. It was really good. And also they had like sauerkraut. Well, it was cabbage that was pickled, and that was really good. That was sweet, right? So I don't know. It was mainly all carb meat, but it was really good. Actually, the mashed potatoes was really good. Like the sauce that they used was really like nice and thick. It was so good. That's actually nice, right? And of course, we had a nice cold beer and all the good stuff. Some good times. And then, you know, we finished the day walking around. That was super hot. We couldn't like stay there too long because it was just way too much. We actually ended up going back to the room to cool off for a bit because it was just like, you know, just go in there and we laid with the AC and it was just like, I was burning. I don't know exactly the temperature, but it was up there. And like, I don't know, my feet were starting to hurt pretty badly after a while. Yeah, so we just hanged out at the hotel. We went to the jacuzzi, you know, hanged out, did some bullshit. So that was day one. The next day, we went up to Pismo Beach. That was kind of like, I think, an hour away from where we were staying. That was more up north, right? The girlfriend like wanted to go there, so yeah, walked to the Pismo Beach. We went to like the pier area, and that was nice. I mean, it was like a small beach town. It's not as big, or say if like down on Huntington Beach, or you know, say like Venice Beach or anything like that, but there was a lot going on there. You know, obviously people were there walking around. They had a cool, nice pier. Like I like the decoration. I like the way how it was designed. It was like a pier. You walk up, and there's like a diamond-shaped platform. You can hang out, keep on going, and towards the end, again, it has more of that diamond platform thing. So it was nice to see the ocean there. It was different, like the water. Even looked different, but you know. I do like the fact that you can like just chill there in the beach, and then you can look around and still see some like the mountains and behind you. The cool thing about this area though, there was like a lot of like sea life that washed up, which was kind of gross. I was kind of tripping out because I wasn't sure what to expect. A lot of jellyfish kept washing up shores because they were dead. And yeah, those things were gross looking. They were, I guess, upside down, and for the most part, I don't know. Obviously, I didn't touch them because I didn't want to get stung, but yeah, there's a lot of these things just washing up, and it's like, I have no idea, sad, I guess, because they're just there dying, but I don't know. There's still people like obviously, you know, swimming in the water and surfing and all this stuff, but yeah, there was a lot of sea life. The next day, we like being there, and the girlfriend wanted to like stay for another day, so we did. And so the next day that we stayed there, we went up to like a little hiking area where during like the rainy season, there's like a waterfall. Now it hasn't been raining that much because it's hot. We walked up to like an area where there's like a bit of a waterfall area, and there's still some water trickling down, just not that much, right? But it was nice to walk up to and just be in nature for a bit, and like you did see some like water or some like plant life growing up along the rock there where like the water is falling. It was pretty neat, nothing much. That's pretty much it. Just took some pictures, touched the water. It was nice and cold. Pretty simple, really. I don't know what to tell you. And then from there we went up to like a lake that was nearby. This lake is called Kachuma Lake. See, I was actually smart to actually film the name of this place, which I should have done in the other areas. But yeah, it's like Kachuma Lake, and pretty much, you're able to like, you're allowed to put your boat in there, but you're not allowed to stick your feet in there or go swimming when anyway. Because it's basically like a water reserve for people to drink, right? So you're able to like drive your boat on there, which from my understanding, sometimes boats can leak shit, right? But you're not allowed to get in the water, which I guess it makes sense. There are people pissing in the fucking water. We don't know, but yeah, we just hanged out there for a bit. Again, fucking piss off hot. So for the most part, we just hanged out there around like the lake area, just walking around. They actually had like a area where they had like a live band, so we just hanged out there. Of course, gotta have the mandatory beer because it's so fucking hot. But yeah, that was like our day there, freaking just hanging out by the lake. Finally, when we finally decided to actually leave the damn Solvang, we actually we had tickets to go to a horror convention up in Pasadena. So on the way back from our trip, we stopped by there, right? So yeah, it was pretty tiring, but whatever. This is from an event organizer that it's called Midsummer Scream, and this particular convention was called Awaken the Spirits, right? So it's nothing like their major one they have up in Long Beach that me and my girlfriend we go to. But this one is like a smaller version of it, right? So this was up in Pasadena, the convention center in Pasadena. And it was actually not as packed as it was, obviously because of what's going on, right? But for the most part, there was still a lot of cool stuff to check out, right? For the most part, when these vendors, just think of a flea market. You have people selling stuff that they create or they collect or whatever. But for the most part, it's mainly stuff that's related to horror, right? So, you have people that make, bars of soap that looks like an axe or a dagger or something crazy like that, right? Or anything related to like the old school, like say like Jason Voorhees or Freddy Krueger, like all those old school like villains, They sell a lot of merchandise, shirts, obviously, posters, so on and so forth, right? And also like they sell a lot of like products that if you want to like dress up for Halloween, they sell masks and all this other stuff for your costume, right? It was actually not that packed because it was less people, and also there was not that many vendors, right? I do my best to make sure I post like as much pictures as I can and videos, right? Because I do want to like share as much as I saw, because these things, because there's a lot of cool stuff to see out there, and I want to share it. And like also, I mean, this is my way of making memories. Me filming this stuff, making videos of it, talking about it, and sharing it. I'm having fun doing it. Anyways, that's all I got for you. Thanks for hanging out with me for a bit. Yeah, Solvang was a nice little area to visit. The area, like I said, where we stayed at was in Beaumont. I'll put the name of it here, and it's called San Anderson's. It's called San Anderson's Hotel, something like that. It was pretty fairly priced. I think it was like $80 for the night, something like that. It wasn't that much, maybe during like the main seasons, the holidays, say like Christmas or whatever, they probably get more packed, obviously, so they're probably up the charges for those times. Yeah, I regret not filming the area more, but yeah, actually it was nice. They had complimentary treats in the morning, they had complimentary coffee. If you want to use the pool, you had to like sign in, because they were limiting how many people are in the pool at the time. Same thing with the jacuzzi. But it was actually comfortable. It was a big bed, nice room, AC worked well. Yeah, so nice area if you want to go check it out. In the future, when I make these videos, I'll probably like film myself talking when I'm there, because I definitely forget a lot. So, but anyways, that's all I got for you. Thanks for hanging out with me again. So take care and peace.